To wrap this up, actually, because I think this has been a fantastic conversation, and I think that what, again, like I said, I think I love that when we have a conversations because we can go from talking about like the Joker to like artistic expression and like all these different ways that the human experience just shows itself. And I think one of the ways that I love to, I guess, exist in the human experience is when I look out there and I just start looking at the skies and I look past the stars and start thinking about our place in the universe and like I just start thinking, a bit about the existential crisis, but more on the kind of like superficial, kind of like not superficial, more on the kind of meaningful. What is our place here? How did we get here? What does consciousness mean? What does the universe mean? Do you ever think about that? And if you do you have any answers to share?
I have the answer to life. I don't. Sorry.
But do you wonder where we came from, or do you think about that after? Because I do.
I mean, I feel like I know. Like, it's just like a fact.
Go on.
The stars, the universe. I'm a spiritually scientific person. I add my spiritual stuff to the science.
That's a paradox, but go on, speak to me.
It's not a paradox. You come from the universe starts, the universe happens, and then you come from the carbon that the star creates or is created by. Everyone has carbon in them. We have carbon-based life forms. So, in turn, I feel like we are affected by what happens in the universe, both spiritually and personality-wise.
I know we spoke about this a lot, and you talk about star signs and stuff like that. And okay, I'll go with that. Actually, I know we spoke about this a lot. And you talk about star signs and stuff like that. Because okay, my perspective on that, and I think I just think of this in the moment. So bear with me, right? Is that obviously we are from the same life force. Of course, the universe, nothing can come from nothing. There has to be something that comes from something. But I think we're so far removed because we're so like evolved in a sense, not in the sense of like we're evolved creatures, but the time span of like millions of years has created a new thing, and the new thing that we are is now existing and trying to find its way in the world. And so when we look out there and we try to figure out what we are, the connection from us into the stars and all these things, obviously we exist in the same kind of perspective, almost like this is from my perspective, as in like you exist in the same kind of reality as I do, and I think that's the connection we have with the stars. But I think I don't know because I've not done the research, but I genuinely think that like the ability to find meaning in the world when we look out and try to find our place in it has to stem from what we feel inside, has to stem from the things that we can do as individuals in a moment. And that's why I would struggle with your perspective, because it's not I don't think you understand it, and I don't think I'd agree with you. It's not that I don't think I disagree with you, but it's just I also think like there's so much more to the human experience than just like things that are preordained. What do you think about that?
I think that honestly, applying meaning to life is a specifically human thing to do. We haven't got evidence that anything else does the same thing we do, like trying to find meaning in life. But I don't feel like, because I don't believe in God. I'll just say this right now. Wait, I'm not being smitten, am I?
Not yet. Lord, please forgive her. They don't know what they do.
I don't believe in you. Because I don't believe in myself. Okay.
You are God. That's crazy. Keep going. You're saying?
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, I don't believe in God. I believe in the universe and how we're all aspects of the universe itself.
Is that not God? The universe? Is that not like you're just using different different terminology for the same
But
thing?
I don't believe in the Abrahamic God. That kind of thing.
That's just the way human beings experience him.
Yeah, but like I don't believe that when I die I'm going to go to heaven or hell.
That's fair.
Probably will go to hell, but
Don't say that. Touch wood. You want? That's fair, but I think we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about the same thing. It's the same force that we're all applying our understanding to. Even the fact that we apply it to a force higher than us is the secret. It's just different translations for the same word.
But I also feel like when you believe in God, you dictate your life based on what you believe God would want for you. I don't believe the universe wants anything from us apart from to experience things.
That's a want.
And no, it's not like it's like a, when your brain like tries its best to keep itself alive. I believe the universe is a self-sustaining organism that has a biological, let's say it's a cell or something like that, has a biological primitive or motive to keep itself alive.
Absolutely.
So us living in it is part of keeping itself alive. I feel like we are parts of the universe itself. I don't believe that God is looking down on us and judging us, and or if you're like one of those positive ones, saying, "Oh, you can go through this. I'm rooting for you," kind of God.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe in the stories either. The kind of, it's fun learning about Moses and the parting sea and stuff. I don't really believe it, but it's fun to learn about. But I don't believe what I don't believe in the most is dictating your life based on what you believe that this God would want for you. Like the Ten Commandments, for example, I believe is complete. Like,
do you not believe in the story of the Ten Commandments? Do you not believe in what the Ten Commandments say?
Any of it. I feel like maybe we're here by chance and that we're creating these rules for ourselves.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
What's the difference?
Because the difference is the people who believe that God created these Ten Commandments is that it's like he's a dictator almost, dictating our lives based on these rules. And if you don't follow these rules, you're going to go to hell. That's the thing I don't believe in.
No question on that. I feel like any ideal that you formulate in your mind is a dictator in your life, because it posits a better version of yourself, which you can be. We're just having this amazing music play as we talk about God, and I think that's a sign that God is real. No, but I feel like any ideal that you dictate in your mind, right, that you have in your mind is a dictator in your life, because it will discipline you to do the things that you know to be do. And look, I agree, there's a human thing there, which I always struggle with, right, which I talk to Pelham about this all the time. We've had conversations with God about this channel, so it's not like I don't understand that perspective you're talking about, because when I speak to him, I have that perspective. I take your position. When I speak to you, I have to take his position, because I understand what he's trying to say too. The idea that that these stories and these commandments, maybe because they're so far removed from us, where we look at them with scorn and be like, I don't believe that, which like they've created a society we live in today. So whether we believe in it or not, like they've laid the foundations for a lot of the stuff that we believe now. We might say that's wrong, but a lot of that comes from love. And I think, if anything, right, if expressed in its purest form, is good, right? If expressed in its purest form, but human beings never do that, And I think the idea that you can take religion, but you can have the same argument for spirituality. If expressed in its purest form, spirituality is positive, it's good, it's spread in love. But in its base form, in its form that doesn't work, all it does is just kind of like remove responsibility from people, and just kind of just says, you know what, we're kind of all here just to do whatever. You can kind of do whatever. There's nothing to guide your actions, nothing to guide your emotions. We can't live in a world like that. I don't believe anyway. And you might disagree with my meaning of definition of spirituality, but therein lies the problem, because there's no kind of like focused idea of what this thing's supposed to do, something we can all share as a group. We're all kind of like in the desert by ourselves, and I think that's what society is coming to now, because we moved away from religion. There's like common goal or common understanding what morals or values that we will hold. We're kind of in this desert where everyone has to kind of make meanings themselves, and it's very hard for a sole individual and reality in this massive cosmos to make meaning of all of it, because all it does is just isolate you. Coming back to that point, it isolates you, and then you have to make up your own meaning. But how can you relate to your neighbor when their meaning of the world or their meaning of their most important values is different from yours? You know what I'm trying to say?
Many good points, many good positive messages. What I disagree with completely is that thinking that there is no meaning in life, there's no Ten Commandments that you should live by. I don't believe that means that you should go around killing people. Like I don't know. There should just be this like unspoken thing that where you're like another living being. Even if I'm talking to a spider right now, like you're another living being. What makes me more important than you?
Do you need to answer that?
No, like I'm being like serious. Like
I know.
the freaking like. You're a living, breathing thing. Trees breathe as well, like they're living things too.
We have a value system. Like we have to put one ahead of the other. You put your family ahead of trees, don't you?
No, that's not like that's a social.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's something we develop as a society.
It's a social thing. Like what I mean is like when you're talking about life itself, I don't believe in value systems. Oh, it's so cute. Hello. Hi.
Oh, you can't see it, right?
Hello.
No.
Hi. Anything to say?
That's beautiful. We don't have treats. I'm sorry. No treat. No treat.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
How can you not believe in God? That's an amazing interaction just right there. It's off the cuff.
Maybe it is God.
See you later.
Hello. There's never a smaller one. Hello. Hi. You're so fluffy.
Oh my God, it's so adorable. Oh my God.
Sorry, I have a dog as well, probably smelling my dog. Hi. Wait, can you hold this?
He's coming to sit with us on the bench.
Can I hold?
Say hello to the dog. Hello, dog.
Can I steal her? What's the name? Coco. Coco, hello. This is Coco.
Hello, Coco.
There you go.
That's the most wholesome thing that's ever happened in this podcast. I love that. That's amazing. That's amazing, man. You know, literally, we could carry on, but I don't think there's anything to say after that. That's amazing. That is amazing. We're gonna end. I think we should end there. What do you think? I think that's a perfect place to end. All right. Thank you so much for doing this. Let's see if we can get third time lucky.
No.
Yes. Thank you so much for doing this. We'll definitely carry this conversation about God, and I think that's a fantastic conversation we should have. But this has been a lovely day. This has been a lovely moment. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Wait, no. Before we go, actually, I always give the guests a chance to answer me a question, because I've been answering questions, preparing you with questions. Before we get distracted again, yeah. If there's any question you have for me based on the conversation we had today, or just even in general.
I would say name your favorite virtues that people hold.
That's a fantastic question.